If Americans were a chair, would we be a recliner? You've seen her on wholesome television programming, and you've seen her hidden away in man caves across America, but baby, you've never seen her like this. That's right, we're talking about the recliner. Ooh! Some critics argue that the recliner is a sign of laziness and the decline of the American work ethic, while others defend it as a source of comfort in an increasingly stressful and demanding world. Self-care. So why does the recliner have such a conflicting reputation? But before we get into this heated cultural debate, we're gonna go back in history a little bit to uncover the ancient origins of lounge furniture. Thousands of years before a few lazy boys, wink, engineered the iconic crank of what evolved to be today's recliner chair. Lounge furniture enthusiasts have connected the luxurious repose of the recliner to positions inhabited by ancient Egyptians and Greeks who used to relax in luxurious daybeds called clines. No, get out of here, Kevin, not you. You know, that thing where rich and powerful people would lay and be fanned by people and fed grapes. Imagine these are grapes, and then it's kind of like that. But of course, the form of the cline is not quite like that of the recliner. Clines, notably, did not have the mechanical structure that allowed the chair to shapeshift. One of the most amazing things about the recliner. And neither did the Victorian fainting couch, which is said to have come into existence because women's corsets of the era are said to have reduced lung capacity by a third. Woof. Shortness of breath? Here's a fabulous chair. Loosen the corset? Nay, shan't, won't be. Just, here's a good place to faint.
She's missed the couch again.
In order to see the origin of mechanized chairs, we gotta fast forward. Where there was evidence that there were mechanized chairs created just for lounging. And rumor has it Napoleon III owned one of these. However, we can't be sure because MTV Cribs hadn't started yet. As well as mechanized chairs for the very comfortable and luxurious world of dentistry. But none of these chairs reached quite cult status, shall we say, until the Morris chair reached the market. Designed roughly around 1865 by carpenter Ephraim Coleman, the design was simple. A wooden chair with an adjustable back. Throw some cushions on that bad boy and boom, you're reclining. William Morris's design firm, yes, that William Morris, padre of the arts and crafts movement and one of my personal favorite pattern and textile designers, he had his people all over this recliner concept. After happening upon Coleman's chair in Sussex, they made a few modifications and sent the Morris chair off to the production line. And the Morris chair entered American homes in the early 1900s. According to Kevin Rodell of Arts and Crafts Homes, the Morris chair in the United States tended to reflect the national personality. Sturdy, reliable, predictable, and unsophisticated. Morris chairs are quite simply comfortable. After that, reclining became kind of a standard. On a train, I better be able to recline. On the beach, I want to be laying down, but also kind of sitting up. In a sanatorium? Oh, I expect to sit in a sitz machine. But as a result, reclining unto itself sort of began to lose its novelty. And so, American ingenuity brought its A game. Welcome J. Foot & Sons Adjustable Rest Chair. Attachments available. I'm gonna say I think it's fun that someone named Mr. Foot made like a foot resting chair. I think that's cool. And while Foot's products are undoubtedly a part of the ethos of contemporary recliners, another brand really stole the show. So much so that their name became synonymous with the recliner. Say it with me. Lazy boy. 3 syllables, so iconic, fit for the perfect American tagline. The story goes, cousins Edwin Shoemaker and Edward Nabush, Edwin and Edward, first created a reclining porch chair from wooden pieces of an orange crate in 1927. But since they were in the icy tundra that is Michigan, a porch chair was pretty useless for like a majority of the year. So their buddy says to them, why not just upholster it, make it an indoor piece? And they were like, hey, you might be onto something. So they pitched a circus tent, threw a party, and held a contest for factory workers to pitch a product name. Submissions included, and this is important, sit and snooze, comfort carrier, and slackback. But only one name emerged victorious. one name to rule them all. The Lazy Boy hit markets just in the nick of time. Sure, they had to weather the production line uncertainties of World War II, but post-war peacetime was oh so prosperous. Ah, the sweet spread of suburbanization. The recliner's design only got better and lazier when Daniel Kaldemeyer invented the Rocket Recliner. Having served in the US Air Force, he used the science of kinetics to design a built-in footrest as part of the mechanism. This man is a saint. As a short person, I will say a footrest is a must. You will not see my feet dangling anywhere, anytime in my life. This design was so amazing that it was even used by NASA to design seats for their early space flights. Folks, some stuff actually is rocket science. And it's footrests. And alas, we've arrived at the delight of daytime television. While most products were advertising during commercial breaks on American television, the recliner was a full character on the show. The captain's chair in Star Trek, Joey and Chandler's Barca-Loungers in Friends, Martin Crane's recliner in Frasier, Lewis's gadget chair in the Even Stevens movie. Throughout the decades, recliners have appeared as thrones, punchlines, and gender markers. Masculinity in American television can easily be signified by where a man sits.
What do you do, Norm?
I sit there.
Does he pride comfort over aesthetics? Is his seat worn with years of ritualistic use? Does it have a bunch of flashy accessories or just enough room on the armrest for a single beer? The recliner is used for character development and drama.
Whoa, stop, dude! What are you doing? That's my good chair.
The chair became a stand-in for the man's best and worst qualities, as well as a symbol of the often mixed messages of the American dream. Work hard, but not too hard. Relax, but don't indulge. Save, spend. It's a lot of instructions. Just as American masculinity has shifted through the years, so too has the recliner. Newer versions of luxury recliner chairs consist of seat warmers, massagers, TV remote holders, speakers, built-in cup holders, and just about anything you could want to melt away that 9-to-5 stress. Bless. It's really kind of too bad that an object that at its core prizes comfort and ingenuity has been colored with so much negativity. There's really nothing wrong with a little bit of leisure, according to me. But after half a century of these negative stereotypes, the recliner is getting a facelift. These days, stylish recliners are all the rage. While the bulky, overstuffed chairs from television are still undoubtedly in existence and still very much under the butts of many, furniture designers today are finding ways of creating comfort without sacrificing aesthetic. Meaning that the recliner is no longer to be relegated to the man cave or to be a source of conflict in the living room. Now, recliners that don't look like recliners are all the rage. So we found a way to camouflage the chair, but we simply can't hide our love of lounging. We love it. Besides, this is the era of self-care. We're going through a lot, constantly, nonstop. I'm gonna continue to enjoy a recline any place I can get it. And so, thank you, the recliner. Thank you for giving us an excuse, an occasion, an opportunity to lay back, put our feet up, and binge watch iconic objects. Head on over to Wayfair to make it happen, and remember to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with more culture-shifting furniture and decor. We'll see you soon.